Life is a waterfall. We're one in the river and one again during the fall. Swimming through the void, we hear the word, we free ourselves and we find it all. Cause we are the ones that wanna play, always love to go and we always get to stay. And we are the ones that need not choose, always wanna play but you never have to lose. Angels in the sky, when you free your mind, you free your life. Life is a waterfall. We drink from the river, then we turn around and create our thoughts. Swimming through the void, we hear the word, we free ourselves and we find it all. Cause we are the ones that love to play, always love to go and we always get to stay. And we are the ones that need not choose, always get to play but you never have to lose. Angels in the sky, when you free your mind, you free your life. Angels so up high, when you free your mind's eternal prize. Angels in the sky, when you free your mind, you free your life. Angels in the sky, when you free your mind, you free your life. Angels so up high, when you free your mind's eternal prize.
Namaste. Take this moment to relax. Take a comfortable seating position, or you can lie down. And as you do that, feel that your body is supporting you. Feel the love that you are receiving from your body. Your body loves you and holds you. Now take a moment to connect your heart to the heart of our Divine Mother. Our hearts beat as one. The heartbeat that you feel in your heart is also beating in her heart. Can you feel her presence around you? Can you feel her arms wrapped around you, caressing you as a loving, beautiful, perfect child? She has birthed you. She has given you life. She has raised you. She has seen you through all the life events. She has seen you through your sadness, your frustrations, your failures, and she has proudly seen you in your success, in your laughter, in your bliss. She nurtures you. She is the comfort that you feel around you, the beautiful fragrances that you can smell is coming from her. Her presence is always there. She loves you in very subtle ways, in some ways that we forget to turn around and say, "Mama, I love you. I can see you and I love you." And you can choose to bow in gratitude and fall deeper and deeper in love, in her loving embrace. Her kind heart engulfs you. As you soak yourself in this love, you're feeling more and more surrendered and relaxed. You can lie down and choose to put your head on her lap. And feel the loving touches of her hand on your head and on your cheek. Remembering this vibration of this love connection that you have built can remain in your heart as a beautiful connection from your heart to hers. You can choose to remember this throughout the day. You can now center your attention into your heart space and melt her image in your heart. And you can fold your hand in prayer. And take a few deep breaths to integrate this feeling. release when you are ready. Namaste.
Hi there. Happy Sunday. My name is Ajahn, and I will be doing your card reading today. And I'm using one of my favorite decks, Divine Abundance by Tasha Silver. So let's get right into it. Okay, so the first card is Detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. So, detachment's not to be confused with giving up. Detachment is when we say let go, that's detachment. It is letting go of how this desire manifests in your reality. That's God's job. So, let go of all control or how you think it may or should manifest in your reality, and just allow it to come forward. Just keep doing your inner work, clear the blocks that, seem to be standing in the way of you manifesting this desire, and just allow it to come forth in divine order. I know in my own particular case, when it says ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. I know whenever I have surrendered to God, and completely unattached, completely released all attachment to that desire, that's often when, it's manifested like almost like right away. So it's just the fastest and easiest way, okay, to manifest your desires, because those desires are in your heart, right? God put them there. God's promise to you. It's just allow it to come forward in the perfect way for you. Okay, so the next card is Humility. Seems like these cards are working together quite well. Okay, allow me, Divine, to accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. So this is just about emptying your cup and just admitting, like, I don't know, and I'm willing to be helped here. However that manifests, whether it's, awareness that comes up as you're doing your inner work, or through someone else or a situation, just allow yourself to be supported, and not judge how that support comes forward. This only love is real. So, just remain humble and learn from each other. We're all learning. We're all, students of the work. We're all, healing the same stuff, the one consciousness. So, yeah, just allow yourself to be helped here, and release any arrogance, because the opposite of humility is arrogance, meaning that you feel that you know better than God. But yeah, just remain humble always. Okay, so the last card is Change. Kali Ma there. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Okay, so this card speaks to, if you keep trying to do it your way and, trying to control, being very arrogant, it's just really giving into like ego and ego like thoughts and anything that's out of alignment with love. Um, that's not going to last. That's actually like you're it's not very loving to yourself. It's not going to move you forward in any way on your journey or actually help you achieve what you truly desire. And you're going to come to that place and come to a crossroads where either you decide that you're going to change and you're going to humble yourself, or you will fall, you'll fall away. It's not Not saying that you could never make a new choice and, to take the path to ascension, but you're going to come to a place where, it's going to be, you're going to realize I can't keep doing it my way. It's time to do it God's way. If I truly desire to ascend and have, my harmonious union, my perfect union with God, you must uh, follow the path of love. Ego will never get you there. So, okay, so we'll go over the cards one more time. The first card is detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled. Humility. Allow me, divine, to always accept the right assistance. I welcome your help in every way and delight in receiving it. And change. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Beautiful cards, beautiful lesson in the cards today. Always great reminders. So keep on the path of love and have a great day.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Sunday service today. My name is Granville Campbell, and it is my pleasure to introduce the sermon by Jason and Chrissy on the 8 keys to the foundation of your harmonious twin flame union. And so one of the things I did was to just re-look the definition of foundation. And a foundation is generally seen to be a structure that is below ground. It is also seen to be an underlying basis or principle. It's also said to be a structure below the surface of the ground that supports a building. And so I know that we've all, in a sense, know what a foundation is, but we also need to be clear about what happens when a foundation is not stable. And so one of the things that I have seen is how cracks start to form in walls, for instance, where foundations are not stable, or that physical structures actually start to sink when they are built on ground that is not stable because the foundation itself is not stable. And so I think it's quite fitting for us to just feel into that definition and understand how a foundation is an absolute supportive thing. And I think Jason and Chrissy share quite profoundly about the 8 keys to the foundation of your harmonious twin flame union as shared by Jeff and Shaleia in their book, Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover. And it's quite fitting that that is the foundational work that is being shared, because it starts to just highlight how much of your foundation may not actually be seen, but does appear and does support your relationships. It supports your harmonious twin flame union. It supports your life. And the thing that kind of stands out for me is the similarity between foundations and values. Because values are also things that we don't necessarily see, but in the same breath, they may appear in how we interact and show up in the world. And so the thing that stood out for me in Jason and Chrissy's sermon was just how they take us through each key succinctly, and they share experiences from their life and their view about how that key is supportive to their harmonious twin flame union. So one of the things that also stood out for me was just the very powerful way with which they share that it is imperative to have compassion for yourself on this journey and to respect and appreciate the life experiences that you have had that have brought you to this path and that are taking you forward. And that the cycles that are repeated may not always look the same because healing has taken place. So the cycle may be similar, but the experience could possibly be quite different, and in most instances is quite different. And the thing that stood out for me from Jeff and Shaleia's book was a question, which is, why would you build anything on sand unless you intend for it to crumble? And I think that's just quite fitting because always the foundation is the building block. And sometimes building your foundation may take longer than somebody else building their foundation because you may have a longer healing path or a longer healing cycle, and that it's okay for you to be on your path, and that your path doesn't need to look like somebody else's path in order for you to feel stable and in order for you to understand your journey. And so the compassion with which you treat yourself will also influence how you take each and every step in solidifying your foundation. So another thing that I also thought was quite fitting was just to explore the symbolism behind the number 8. And so number 8 is a symbol of infinity and a constant flow of energy and power. And it feels to me quite fitting that there are 8 keys to the foundation of your harmonious twin flame union, given that it is such a powerful energetic vibration to uphold. And also another thing that stood out about the number 8 is that everything that evolves around the number 8 has to be well balanced with a lot of love. And that is another thing that Jason and Christian touch on quite deeply in their sermon, is just the high amount of unconditional love that is required on your ascension path and on your twin flame path and in your harmonious twin flame union. So without giving away too much, I'd like to invite you to just sit back and receive the message and enjoy the message and feel into the vibration of not only what Jason and Chrissy share, but also the vibration of the words that they share as shared by Jeff and Shaleia. And so with that, I'm going to hand over to Jason and Chrissy for their sermon on the 8 keys to the foundation of your harmonious twin flame union. And I will see you later. Thank you, everybody.
Welcome, everyone, to another Church of Union Sunday service. Thank you for joining us today. We are Jason and Chrissy, your ministers of union for today's service. Let us begin with our 3 opening ohms, followed by our opening prayer.
Let's all take a deep breath in and join us out loud or mentally.
I am the only child of God, forever part of him. I am created by him in perfection, and there I always remain. My mind is my sanctuary where I keep his holy creation sacred. I will only allow in his voice. I will only accept his word.
Today, I will hear the word of God. I surrender myself to his teachings through his divine channel. I will honor what he has spoken and accept it as his will. I will be obedient to his word, for this is my salvation. In Christ's name, Om, Amen. So today, we want to talk to you and really share with you on how to build an unstoppable harmonious twin flame union, how to really create a stable foundation in your life for your harmonious twin flame union and what that looks like, and really getting clear on the 8 fundamentals of harmonious twin flame union. That's what I want to talk about today.
That would, create your perfect life, I suppose, right? Like it's all about you are, someone creating their perfect life by doing the work.
Right. And understanding and implementing these 8 core values, these 8 fundamental attributes, the 8 fundamentals of harmonious twin flame union, is really part of the baseline of living your life. And these are, of course, in the book Twin Flames Finding Your Ultimate Lover by Jeff and Shaleia. And it's really what I want to focus on today, because I think that getting clear here and really understanding these and taking some time to just, break them down, pick them apart a bit, and really just have a conversation. And I think that I always go back to these consistently in my life, in my own life. When I'm coaching somebody, I'm always checking these ones out consistently. And so everyone's tracking it's on page 124. And I'm just going to invite you, if you want to interact a little more deeply today, if you want to just go grab your book, I'm going to be utilizing it quite a bit today. And so just take a moment, go grab it, and, we'll get started when you get back. So we'll just, talk a bit. So the 8 fundamentals are honesty, trust, commitment, persistence, compassion, unconditional forgiveness, unconditional love, and respect. Those are it. Seems pretty easy, doesn't it? But when you're on this journey, you can get caught in little traps where you might, bend the rules a little bit to get your way.
Not be honest with yourself.
Not be honest with yourself. And that's where we really want to start. And so on page 124, the very first one is honesty. And in order to create anything that is eternal, you're going to need the correct foundation. This is all about foundation work. These 8 keys to the foundation of your harmonious twin flame union, that's what it's called in the book, 8 keys to the foundation of your harmonious twin flame union, is how you create that stable foundation in your life so that you and your twin flame can expand into your dreams, that you can live your life, that you can have a strong and stable foundation. And a strong and stable foundation is built on true love. And to have true love in your life, you have got to be honest with yourself, honest with how you feel. And, there's a card that I pulled. It's from the Crystal Angels Doreen Virtue deck. I just have it kind of sitting with me. And the card is heightened intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it's trustworthy. And this is the moonstone. Here's the card. It's very pretty. I know we had a card reading earlier today. But this card really, really hones in on that honesty and the importance of honoring your feelings. If something feels off to you, if something doesn't feel right, don't cast that aside like you're wrong, or don't cast that aside like it's not your feeling or that you shouldn't feel it. You want to explore that feeling. Be honest with how you feel and really pick apart whatever it is that might be coming up for you, expressing it, exploring it, gaining clarity, doing the mirror exercise wherever you feel uncomfortable or upset, and really honing in on that basic fundamental component of truly being honest with yourself, honest where you are in life, honest with what's going on with you, what you're experiencing. That's a true component to creating a stable foundation.
Sure. Like, yeah, being honest with yourself, with where you're at, allows you to move from that place, move in the direction of what it is that you really desire. If you're not being honest with yourself and you're deluded or delusional, it's really hard to fix a problem, move in the direction of what your heart desires if you believe yourself to be somewhere that you're not, or in a place that you're not. And so it does take like purity or pure of heart to like really like acknowledge within yourself that like, this is where I am. It's okay. It's a problem area, and I aim to fix it. But like, at least you're telling yourself, you're being honest with yourself, and from there, you can go. You can make a new choice. You can choose to go into the direction of your dreams.
Yeah, and when you're honest with yourself and you're truly honest with how you feel, you can start trusting yourself, and that's the second key is trusting yourself. And, you can really start developing and cultivating a relationship with your twin flame based on honesty in trust. And trust is the bedrock of your foundation. Trust is what you build in every single relationship. And it is truly the cornerstone, the pillar of a strong foundation is trust. We talked so much about trust, even in the military, but like trust is
But it is
crucial.
built.
It is built.
Right? It's
Trust
not just one of those things that like here you go. I just hand this person or trust this person completely without doing the due diligence and all that kind of stuff. Like that relationship is built.
Yeah, it's earned, right, over time through honesty. And one of the things I love on page 127 under trust, it says a foundation of trust comes from two people coming to the table as their true authentic selves, sharing the deepest parts of themselves honestly, and working together to evolve and grow their twin flame union in HGFU. A foundation of trust requires honesty. You can't avoid telling your twin flame exactly what you think and feel if you want to deepen intimacy, commitment, and maintain your twin flame union, because you are being honest with how you feel within, which develops your self-trust that counteracts feelings of betrayal and uncertainty. Oh, it's so deep. I'm so grateful I can be honest with you. Such a gift.
Yeah, it's important in building a relationship.
Yeah, 100%. Especially in the twin flame dynamic and the twin flame union. Like, you have to, I feel completely free in expressing myself and my feelings and whatever it is that I'm experiencing with my twin flame because I'm safe. We have built, through honesty and trust, we have built and commitment, we've built a, safe container to explore our life experiences and come into deeper and deeper peace with one another. Mm-hmm. And it's an absolute gift. And it first starts with you building that within yourself.
Yeah. And we have those conversations. It's important to communicate how you're feeling, not in a way that's is going to be hurtful to someone else. Mm-hmm. But communicate it in a way that this is what I'm experiencing, and you kind of work together to pull it all apart and find peace within yourself and your union.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it feels really good. And so the next key to a stable foundation in your harmonious twin flame union is commitment. I love commitment. Okay. Commitment is what's going to keep your union strong through the really hard times, and it is a critical component to harmonious union. Without commitment, actually deciding and choosing to be all in with zero backdoor out, you cannot manifest your harmonious twin flame union. Oh, this is huge. Like, to understand that commitment is going all in. Commitment is having absolutely no backdoor.
Plan B.
No plan B. Ever. Right? It's just being in the moment and going all in every single situation, in every single experience, in every single feeling, being absolutely present and committed to what it is that you are experiencing in your life, and always choosing to have more love, more peace, more God in every single moment, and striving for that with whatever it is that is going on with you and what you're experiencing. And it feels really good. And also, when you're not completely committed, it feels bad. And you can leak a lot of energy into places where you're holding on to fear, or where you might be holding on to sadness or misery or pain, and you're actually committing there. And when you do that, you leak all of your energy into that space, and it feels really, really bad. And so when you have those experiences, just know that you're not doing anything wrong. You're just going deeper into your commitment. You're coming back to yourself. You're bringing all of that back to you. All of that energy comes back to you. And as you commit to yourself and close any back doors that you find, and you can always have compassion for yourself, which we'll get to in a minute. As you find these places within yourself, just have compassion for yourself. All you need is the awareness. And when you have the awareness, you have everything you need. You're completely equipped to take it to the next level and continuously raise your vibration into a complete and total perfect union with your creator.
And I'm like committed to feeling good. Right? Like, commit yourself to feel good, because, well, you deserve to feel good. You don't deserve to suffer or feel pain or feel bad. And so, like, when you do come up to those things in your life, you're committed to, like, working through it, loving yourself, so that you don't have to feel it, so that you don't have to feel the suffering, feel pain. It's not a natural thing to like constantly feel those things, right? And like you do deserve to feel good. You do deserve joy in your life. You do deserve happiness.
Yeah. And you might not actually be programmed for those things. You might have been trained at a very young age to not choose those things, to choose something different, to choose, like, misery or pain or suffering. And you have the power. You are completely empowered in your life to make a new choice and to choose peace, choose joy, choose bliss, choose God. And as you do that, everything in your life that's not in alignment with that choice will come up to be released. And you can practice non-attachment as you let things go, and really ground into a peaceful, vibrant, expanding, loving life of your dreams. That's what we want for everyone. So persistence. The next one, here we go. This is a good one. In choosing to be with your twin flame, coupled with your promise of honesty, trust, and your commitment to your twin flame, you will have an unstoppable foundation to your harmonious union. I'm going to skip down to a little bolded part here. So just so everyone is tracking, you don't need your twin flame to do any of the healing or clearing work. And you don't need your twin flame to read this book for you to have an unstoppable union with them. It only requires you to persist in the direction of your highest good, to continue to move forward every single day and every single moment towards your bliss, towards your good, towards your God of love. That's all it takes is persistence, coupled with commitment, trust, honesty. You have an unstoppable foundation for your harmonious twin flame union. That's all it takes. So easy when you start to unpack it, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we're going to go on to the next one. Compassion. This is so important on your twin flame journey.
Yeah, you like
having compassion for yourself. Oh, it feels so good.
Yeah, because like you don't have to feel guilty for like the things that you don't like or the bad feelings that you feel. You don't have to beat yourself up over them. You just love yourself and heal in those places, and you just move on.
Yeah.
Right? Move forward.
Release any shame or guilt, anything that you might be holding you back, and you can simply just forgive yourself and love yourself and completely choose to let it go. We'll get to that one in a second. So back to compassion. Having compassion for yourself and your twin flame cannot be stated enough on this journey. If you are lacking empathy and compassion on your spiritual journey to your union, you will find it difficult to attain the vibration of harmonious union because you are constantly judging, angry, and disappointment in yourself and in your twin flame. Have you read this book?
What?
Have you read this book? You said that without even, you just said it as a joke. You just said it without having read it.
I've read it.
Oh, yeah.
What?
I know you read the book. Yeah, so like this one's a big deal. You didn't get my joke. I guess we're having
that was a joke?
I guess we're having a little like, a little break.
Okay. Because he's trying to be funny. Everyone saw how that went. Leave it to the professionals.
Okay, I will. Very good. So yeah, if you are judging yourself, if you are angry or you're resentful or you're holding yourself like you're holding something over your own head, like that's a lack of compassion for yourself. That's like holding yourself in misery, like you're trying to punish yourself. And there's no need for that. There's absolutely no need for that on this journey. Have compassion for yourself when you come across a situation or an experience, and just simply provide yourself all the love you need in order to move through it from a place of peace.
Yeah, the challenges, life gives you challenges.
Yeah.
Like that's unavoidable. But you can handle them with grace, right? And as best as you can, and little to no freak out, right? And like you're going to come up to challenges in your life, and so like be okay with it, right? Have compassion with yourself that this is what you're going through, and be easy with yourself. Get through it and move on to the next thing, right? Move on to feeling good, to the bliss, to the joy.
Yeah, good. Unconditional love. Unconditional love is a lot like compassion as described in the book. So if you want to go deeper into what we're talking about today, you can get Twin Flames, Find Your Ultimate Lover. It means no matter what happens, you're going to love your twin flame without conditions. Your twin flame is acting like a fool. You love them anyway. Your twin flame is saying some nasty things to you. You love them anyway. Your twin flame is not committing to you and is in a relationship with somebody else. You love them anyway. Unconditional love is the best friend of compassion. Oh, that's sweet. You're my best friend. Yeah, so now we're going to move on to, we have two more, and then we're going to kind of unpack this in a different way for you, is forgiveness. This I've learned so much about in this last year, unconditional forgiveness. This was such a core component and lesson for me that I've really been moving through a lot personally on my own journey. and really grounding into it in such a deeper way. And as you continue on your journey, as you continue to raise your vibration, you can always come back to these components, these core values, these elements, and have it as they're describing the book, and they will provide you exactly what it is that you need in order to take the next step on your journey. And unconditional forgiveness for me was huge over the last year or so. If you desire to cultivate a permanent foundation for your perfect union, you'll need to master forgiveness. Forgiveness means to let go of completely. When you can completely let go of a previous upset with your twin flame, you do not free them, you only free yourself. When you choose to hold a grudge upon someone else, you do not harm them, you only harm yourself. Many try or have tried to prove this as a lie, but a lie is a lie. And releasing the illusion that holding a grudge doesn't hurt you will always prove that it does, time and time again.
Yeah, it's a big deal, right?
Yeah,
like,
huge.
You think that you're getting back at the person or teaching them a lesson, but all you're really holding on to is most of the time resentment, anger, that kind of stuff, and that's not freeing to you, and that doesn't feel good to you. And so the way to free yourself is to let go, practice, to love yourself, to free yourself, for you to feel good.
Mm-hmm. Beautiful. And the last one that we were going, it's the last one out of the 8 keys, respect. Respect means you honor the choices of your twin flame, yourself, and others. It also means you respect the choices of God in your life through your life circumstances. If you do not respect what you are experiencing, you are not going to move through it to the next level. If you are experiencing terrible, painful separation, you cannot avoid this experience. You cannot taunt or try to bargain with life in order to get it to change your experience. You must honor what you are experiencing by respecting that you are experiencing it just as it is. It is only from this space that you can move forward through it. This is what brings you your power to change your reality. Oh. Love that one. That's a deep one for me. I absolutely love respect when it's presented in this way. This is what respect truly means. And it's really important to honor your life experiences. It's really important to honor and respect what you're experiencing in every relationship of your life. Not just the beloved relationship you have with your twin flame, but every relationship, because you're only ever having one relationship with God. You're only ever having one relationship with God. And so if you have respect in this corner of your life, but this corner of your life, they don't respect you, then you need to look there and you need to address it and place boundaries if required in order for you to cultivate a healthy relationship with everything in your life. Everything in your life should feel good. Everything in your life should feel peace. Everything in your life should feel of God. Every single thing. And as you implement these 8 key the key, I want to make sure I say it right. I always say fundamentals, but it's 8 keys to the foundation of your harmonious twin flame union. So as you implement these, you will see tangible changes in your life. You will come to realize at a very deep level who you are, why you're here, and really what you want to do in your life with your energy, with your life force. And coming into that clarity, coming into that space, really, having those insights, they're priceless. And you can start relaxing into your life, relaxing into your purpose, relaxing into what you desire to do. And, trust yourself at a very deep and profound way and at a deep level.
Shape your life.
Yeah, you can shape your life. You are completely empowered to do that. Everyone is. Every single child of God is completely empowered to do this. But it takes commitment. It takes the choice. It takes honesty and trust with where you're at, and persistence in your goals, whatever those goals may be. And as you do that and you have compassion for yourself, you practice the mirror exercise, you consistently implement this work into your life will change. It will transform. It will completely come into a space of love and gratitude and grace. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I would like you to share, maybe if you're willing, how implementing these values in your life have changed your life.
Oh, sure. I mean, I guess most, the biggest thing for me is just like, being, living life in a way that was like a circular pattern, I guess, right? Like,
like
it was
9 to 5.
Like, it just like was the same thing, kind of over and over, recycled. And I didn't really, see that coming to an end, right? Like that was like, you had to be okay with it, because there's at that point, like, there was nothing, I didn't know how to change that, right?
Yeah.
And you do the best you can, and you try and be the best and learn and grow, but like without like proper tools to know how to make drastic changes in your life, like it kind of just goes in circles, I guess.
Right.
And so
there's no expansion or change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't live like that anymore. Like constantly moving forward, feel good. I'm purposeful. There's joy in my work, in my life. It's a completely different lifestyle, a completely different life, completely different lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah. And like, how does that feel? What's the difference in implementing
Not
these?
trapped.
Yeah. You're free.
Free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's a big deal.
It's huge. And you can have that too. You can have that freedom if you choose to empty your cup, humble yourself, and continuously choose to purify your consciousness into one consciousness with your Creator, into the one consciousness, and doing that through implementing this work in your life, through implementing Twin Flame Ascension School lessons and Life Purpose class lessons, and consistently studying and going deeper into your spiritual path, into the life that you desire, claiming your harmonious twin flame union, really choosing to claim your permanent harmonious twin flame union and moving into that direction every single day. And I think that's what we did in our own ways. And you can watch us do that in Twin Flame Ascension School. Like students do that, and they continuously choose the good feeling. They continuously go towards it. And that's all you need to do, and continue the path and walk it and enjoy it. Have a good time.
You don't have to be miserable.
No, we're going through the same experiences in life, right? Like, so we've implemented this work, we embody it, we teach it, we love it, we live it, we preach it. And I can tell you that we still have the same experiences we had before. Like, for example, we're about to change duty stations. We're about to move from where we are to a new location. We're heading to the Pentagon. And I have to say that, like, I've been in the military almost 20 years now. And I'm rounding my retirement. I have 2 years left. And, I've moved so many times, but I can tell you this time's completely different than all the others. It's peaceful, it's clean, it's nice, like everything's done, everything feels good, everything's falling in line seamlessly for us to move and be completely supported in the move. And that's a completely different experience than what I have had in the past, but it's the same cycle. It's just a different experiences. So your cycles in life are going to be the same. You're going to have the same kind of cycles, right? But your experiences will change as you heal within, and the outer will always reflect the inner. So whatever experience you're having, take responsibility for your feelings, take responsibility for that experience, come to, complete clarity and peace within, and move forward in a healed state into your ultimate desires. So with that, I think it's time. You feel complete, babe? Yeah. So we are going to do our closing prayer and ohms.
Father, I accept your word into my heart. I will honor your will in my life and will follow you without hesitation anywhere you ask. I know you guide me into your heart where I belong. I accept that you are everywhere and your teaching is in all things. God, I know you provide me clarity in this teaching of union, that I may forever be in union with you.
I accept that you are in me as you are in my brother. I will not deny my brother your word, and will share your teaching with him in any way you ask, and only as you ask. For when I share my salvation with him, I fully claim my salvation and return to you with him. In Christ's name, Amen.
Speaking this prayer in your heart means that you have accepted that you are on the path of awakening to your true divine nature. This is what it means to be a unionist. Follow the teachings of union with God wherever you find them, and purify your consciousness into perfect union with your Creator.
Now we invite you to join us in our 3 closing ohms. Please take a nice deep breath and chant out loud or in your heart.
Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for joining us.
We will see you next time. Go out there and live your best life. Free yourself from any pain and suffering that comes up in your consciousness.
Amen.
Welcome back, everybody. Thank you for joining us today. I don't think there's much to add after Jason and Chrissy's sermon on the 8 keys to the foundation of your harmonious twin flame union, except to say that I really enjoyed the sermon and I hope that you did as well, and to thank them for sharing their sermon with us today, and to thank Jeff and Shaleia for the wisdom that they impart to us in their book, Twin Flames, Finding Your Ultimate Lover. We'd also like to invite all of you to visit our unionism.org page, where you will find all our past sermons, music, meditations, and card readings. You will also be able to donate or tithe to contribute to the Church of Union's message to the world. Please also feel free to like and subscribe to our Church of Union YouTube channel, where you will find all our previous sermons, as well as any other live discussions that have happened in the Unionism Spiritual Discussion Group on Facebook. And now we'd like to invite you to an after-church tea time in the Unionism Spiritual Discussion Group on Facebook, where a discussion of today's sermon will take place by a panel of unionists. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you soon. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.